Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Now this is a different type of video and I'm going to talk about my top 10 anime. And it seems as if I have not done one of this, and I thought that why not do this, like I have watched anime for so long, so I think I have a pretty decent amount of like animes to talk about, and I can like make a ranking out of it, which I wanted to share with you guys. So yeah, and also another thing, this is my top 10 anime list. So it's all according to my opinion. So like all the animes that you'll see here are something that I felt that yeah, like this anime deserves that position in my list. So I'm going to also like talk about the reasons why I thought so. Yeah, so let's get started. And if you guys also want, you can also comment down below your your top 10, like what animes that you think are good, or do you agree with my picks or not, how you felt, or have you seen my picks or not, anything, just like you can comment down anything and I'll check them out all out. So yeah, without like wasting any time, let's get started because I have 10 animes to talk about and it will take quite a bit of time. So yeah, let's get started. So I'm going to start from number 10, and in my list, number 10, like from all the animes I've seen, goes to Golden Kamuy. Now Golden Kamuy is a pretty recent addition. uh, I think the first season came out, I'm not sure, 2 or 3 years ago, I think, and recently the second season came out. And Golden Kamuy is extremely unique, and the reason why I say unique is because it has a comedy which is extremely unique and weird and hilarious. Like the comedy that like that it shows and shows us is, like, what can I say, can defeat a lot of comedy, like pure comedy animes as well. Like the quality of the comedy that Golden Kamuy has, and the story is, like, what can I say, it's so good. Like it is like a, like, I've never seen a mixture of you know like action adventure anime with like a comedy thing, like blend in so well. Like a lot of action shonen animes have comedy in it, but the comedy is kind of like haha, like that's funny, it's something like that. But Golden Kamuy, you will burst your lungs out, laughing. And the like action bits and the adventure story bits are also so damn amazing. It's quite like what can I say, underrated, I think, in the West, but people are kind of taking notice of it now. In Japan, the Golden Kamuy is huge, so I'm sure like we, or like the other audiences will also start to get like take noticing of Golden Kamuy, and it will soon, like the popularity will soon like increase, and I'm sure like it deserves all the popularity it gets. And another thing Golden Kamuy does, it is not afraid to show stuff. Like like you can see, like people lobbing off ears, like stabbing you, and like it's quite like, what can I say, that the like the portions that they show is quite like daring in a way. Like it's not like it's not gore. Like it's like Golden Kamuy is not gore. I'm not talking about gore. I'm talking about like them taking bold decisions. They can kill off any character anytime. It's something like that. Like the person you were seeing today, probably the next day you'll see him killed off, something like that. And it's not afraid to do that. So I quite enjoy it, and that's the reason why like Golden Kamuy is in the 10th spot. And the characters are so damn amazing. Like I love each and, like, I usually do not say this kind of stuff, but I love each and every character in Golden Kamuy. Like each and every character, even the villains, they're so damn amazing. So yeah, Golden Kamuy deserves the 10th spot in my list of like top 10 animes. So yeah. All right, number 9, Konosuba. Konosuba is an anime which changed comedy, like for me, in a way. Like there are two animes that changed comedy for me. I'm going to talk about the one later on because it is also in my list. So Konosuba, it gets the ninth position. Now, Oh boy, Konosuba. Like I'm sure, like every one of you have heard of Konosuba at least once, or like most of you have seen it. If you have not seen it and you are like love comedy, like leave everything and just go and watch Konosuba. Konosuba is like it's an isekai. Like I know like people kind of has a thing with isekai, like they're kind of tired of isekais, a lot of people, because they use the same like formula of like a person getting into a new world, him getting OP powers, him trying to like him recruiting friends and defeating whoever, uh, and like that's an isekai. But Konosuba is something which like takes that isekai genre and gives it such a twist. The comedy aspects of Konosuba are like god tier, and like a few things like I've seen in Konosuba, a few things you have to kind of know about like the anime culture, because there's a lot of inside jokes, a little like small little bits of, it's not much but it's still there. So like you have to know about people like the isekai genre and stuff like that, the like the lingo, the terms they use, a little bits and pieces of it. But even if you don't know it, it doesn't matter, because the comedy is so amazing that I'm like, there's not an episode which I have not laughed in Konosuba. Why am I saying episode? There's not 5 minutes. Like there's not been 5 minutes in Konosuba where I have not laughed. Like in each and every 5 minute of a 20-minute episode, I've at least laughed once. Once I'm saying it once is quite low. Almost 5 times. Yeah. Like it's so damn hilarious. Like each and everything that they show is like such an amazing, and the take on comedy of Konosuba is just amazing. Like it has like you know uh the amount of laughter I laughed in Konosuba is, I don't know, like a lot of comedy anime has not been able to do that too. There are good comedy animes, but like the comedy in a lot of like mainstream animes kind of is stale. Like they use the same jokes over and over again. But not with Konosuba. And the characters are so amazing. Like I love each and every character, like the main characters, like Kazuma, Darkness, Aqua, and Megumin. So yeah, like and it also has a good story. Like the story is also interesting. And I like we already have two seasons and a movie, and I really hope they start with the third season as soon as possible, because Konosuba is something that I want to watch till the end. Like a lot of people, like a lot of light novels kind of get discontinued, not light novels, anime adaptation of the light novels get discontinued, but Konosuba is extremely popular, and I'm sure we'll get more seasons in the future, so I'm waiting for that. So Konosuba is definitely deserving of the position of number 9 in my anime top 10 list. Okay, number 8. Now, this is a bit of like I'm sure a lot of people have not watched this, but it's quite unique. It's Oregairu, or my what is it? My teen romantic comedy snafu. So, or Oreno, what was that? Oreno, uh, something. I forgot the Japanese name. Anyways, but yeah, Oregairu. So Oregairu is quite a unique anime, and I've not seen people talk about this anime so much. I think it's quite underrated. But Oregairu, it has 3 seasons. Oregairu is something which, what can I say? It has a different type of a beauty, that show. Like the characters are so, what can I say, well written, and like each and every episode was like such a joy to watch. And like I cannot explain it well, because Oregairu is kind of like the slice of life type of an anime, but like, and it also does not have any kind of what can I say, goal. That each and every anime has some kind of a goal. There's no such thing in that show. But like if you guys watch it, I'm sure you'll get it. Like the episodes of Oregairu was done in such, each and every episode was done in such a masterful way. Like by the end, I was thinking like by the end of third season, the end of the show, I was thinking like, wow, what an amazing show that I've come across. And Oregairu has been going up like going on for quite a long. Season 1 was quite a while ago. It has like it came out, and then season 2 also came out, I think 2 or 3 years later, and recently the third season came out, and it was the end of the story. By end, I mean the story has ended. I mean the light novel has ended, and the anime has also covered it all. So we have the full story. So if you guys, want some slice of life, rom-com show, Oregairu is the one. And the main character, Hachiman, oh boy, he is such a great character, and I love it. Like each and every, like all the three main characters are so good. Like there's like these type of waifu wars that happen, and I have to say, like usually in these types of anime, you usually pick a favorite. But in Oregairu, I had a favorite, Yugi, not sorry, what was her name? Yukinoshita. Yukinoshita was, my favorite, and like she won in the end. But the other main character, Yuigahama, like it's like she was as lovable as the other main character as well. Like it was quite difficult to choose between them, and I have to say, like main the main place where Oregairu shines is the characters. The characters are so good. Like like it's realistic. Like usually in rom-coms we see a type of character who is extremely bad, like messes up stuff, and tries to kind of mess with the main leads, but like there's no such character in this. Like it's like there is kind of a trick in this. I'm not going to say anything else. Like you guys go and watch it, I'm sure you'll understand. Like there's no bad characters in this story. Each and every character has some circumstances which kind of shows them in a different light in front of everybody. So like it's like a story full of characters who has some kind of a problem, a complex, something in their life which carries the whole story forward, and we see the whole world through the main character Hachiman's eyes. And he is also a flawed individual, but it shows like how such a flawed individual can also change with the help of his his friends and uh, all the other characters. Yeah, it seems kind of like the premise of the story is kind of similar to all the other rom-coms. Like there's this main lead, and he or she is flawed, but he has friends surrounding them, and by the friend power, nakama power, they become a good person, like a better person. Seems kind of like that. But I'm going to say this here, like Oregairu is not like the other rom-coms. It's something different, and it's not something that I can explain in words. It's something that you have to watch the show to understand. And I'm going to say, like, you won't regret it. If you like slice of life and rom-coms and stuff like that, you won't regret it. It's so good. So yeah, Oregairu is the anime in the 8th position, and it's definitely deserving of that. All right, number 7, Steins Gate. Oh boy, Steins Gate was something. Now I'm going to say something here. Steins Gate, like my first experience of Steins Gate was from the visual novel, and like like visual novels have like 50 plus hours of reading time. So usually a visual novel is able to adapt the whole like show us the whole story in such an amazing way, better than the anime counterpart. But I was quite surprised to see that the anime of Steins Gate, I watched the anime later on, the anime of Steins Gate did such an amazing job to adapt each and everything. Obviously they are unable to adapt each and everything, like 50 plus reading hours and like 24 episodes. They like you cannot do it properly like that. So even though they cut a few stuff, but they did the adaptation in such a masterful way that Steins Gate the anime was also as good as the visual novel. So I'm sure like most of you have like watched Steins Gate. Steins Gate is quite popular. So it's a science fiction like anime visual novel, as you can say. And I've never like I before Steins Gate I did not watch these type of things like science fiction stuff and all. But Steins Gate completely changed my perception of these things, and like I really love these kind of things now. And the Steins Gate presents us to these complex theories in such an easy way that you'll have a blast. For example, all like all the quantum physics and stuff, like theory of relativity, butterfly effect, chaos theory, multiple world interpretation, all of these kind of things, and like their own their own way of how they like think about time travel, what time travel is, what is their take on time travel. They like show that in such an amazing way that like you love it. That's talking about the plot. The plot is like a 10 out of 10. The characters are also 10 out of 10. The main character, Okabe Rintaro, or Hoin Kyoma, he is one of the best main protagonists like I've seen in like anime. Like Okabe is such a character, and like his character is voice acted by one of the best voice actors, Mamoru Miyano. You guys must have heard of Mamoru Miyano. He is like his voice actor. Steins Gate, Okabe Rintaro, from Zombieland Saga, Kotaro, Tatsumi Kotaro, and a lot of other amazing characters he has voice acted. And like Mamoru Miyano's voice is goddamn phenomenal. He is like my my most favorite voice actor, male voice actor. And like it fits so well, like Ho in Kyoma and Mamoru Miyano's voice acting. Oh my god, that's something just I don't know how to express it, but yeah. And all the characters are so like well written, the story is so well written, the characters are so well written, it's interesting, it has an amazing plot, the way the show goes. And like watching Okabe Rintaro, or Ho in Kyoma, like watching him is a joy. Like like I'm sure like if like there's a like, kind of a sequel of it, like Steins Gate Zero. If you have seen it, you'll understand what I'm trying to say. Like in season one, like we see Okabe in his the way he talks, the way he like acts is such positive, outgoing, and in such like confidence. It gives us with confidence watching him talk and watching him like in on screen. But Steins Gate Zero kind of I'm not going to spoil it, but his character kind of changes, and in the end when he goes back to his previous character from Steins Gate, like the prequel, like it's such an amazing experience. I'll never forget the time when I saw like Okabe kind of go back to his previous form, and the way the like anime, the visual novel presented it was so damn well adapted. And like this is something else. Like I'm sure like if you guys like love, if you don't even like science fiction stuff, and you do not like usually watch these type of stuff, still go check it out, because I also did not usually watch these type of stuff, but Science Gate kind of changed my whole perspective on it, and I love these kind of stuff like right now. So like just go watch it. Like like I'm sure most of you have watched it. Like Steins Gate is extremely popular, but still, if you have not watched it, be sure to go and watch it. It is something that will completely change anime for you, and Steins Gate is definitely deserving of the 7th spot in my top 10 anime list. Okay, number 6. Now this is quite a recent addition. This is Vinland Saga. Now Vinland Saga is something that is like, this has been animated by Wit Studio, the same people from Attack on Titan season 1, 2, and 3. So the animation is pretty damn well done, but the story is so what can I say, like I've not seen an anime like this. Like it's about Vikings and everything, but like when Vinland Saga started airing, everyone was extremely hyped about it. I thought that okay, like it sounds quite good, all the Viking premise and everything, but why are people so excited about this? What's different about it? And then I checked it out, and by the end of it, I'll have to say, like it went to the 6th spot in my top 10 anime list. It's so damn well done, and I'm sure we'll get the more seasons, upcoming seasons, because like it's just the start, and I'm waiting for it. And like, so what makes Vinland Saga special? Vinland Saga, what makes it special is, I think, excuse me, one character. And I won't say the name, but I'm sure if the guys, people who have seen it knows who I'm talking about. So he, like he, what can I say? Like it was such a joy, like seeing a character like him, and the way he, okay, I'm going to say the name. It's pretty difficult to talk about him without saying his name. I'm talking about Astolat. Now Astolat, he is a villain, kind of, in the whole story. But spoilers here, like if you guys have not watched it, you can skip past this portion. Like by the end, by the end of the story, like I have to say, like he is one of the best characters of animes. Like not best character, but best villains of anime. And like by the end, like the person who I thought that, oh, this person is so bad, he is so evil. By the end of the story, like I felt sad for him. Like by the end, like like you guys know what I'm talking about. It was something that I never thought I would feel for a character who, like, was kind of the villain, and like it was so good, you know. I think like season one, that is that the only season that has come out, has been, you know, carried forward, has been, you know, kind of carried by Arcelat. And Arcelat is, I think, the only, not only, but is one of the main reasons the anime is so damn amazing. And other than Arcelat, the story itself is amazing story. So I like, I've not like watched an anime like this kind of things like Vikings and everything, but I enjoyed myself immensely. And it has a few stuff, like few philosophical kind of stuff. The whole you know, what was that, like God and everything, like what is like what is the difference between love and discrimination. And like a few like episodes really like change perspective on a lot of things for me. Like the episodes I'm talking about is one of the first episode that I'm talking about is when the priest, I forgot his name, he talks about the difference between love and discrimination. That, and also another episode was when that little girl, not little girl, but when that girl who stole some stuff was spared from the Viking raid. And like she understood that the amount of bad things she did was so little, so minuscule in compared to the stuff the Vikings did. And like she became unafraid of God at that moment. Like that, those two episodes like was so masterfully done, and it changed a lot of, you know, perspective of, you know, my like looking at the world with. So like it was amazing. I like, I loved it so much. Like Vinland Saga, you should definitely go and see if you're not if you've not watched it. So yeah, number six, the sixth position of top 10 anime goes to Vinland Saga. Number five, ReZero. Oh boy, ReZero is a joy to watch. And ReZero season one came out in what can I say? How many years was it? I cannot remember, but it came out quite a while ago. I think 2 or 3, or more than that, years ago. And ReZero, first season was good. It was good. And like then came the second season, and now the last part of the second season. And like ReZero was not on my top 10 list, you know, it was not in it. But after watching the second season, and it's still continuing, it's still ongoing, I have to put it on the my top 10 anime list, because ReZero is, I think, it is the way it's going, it's like improving so well. And I've never watched an anime which improves itself in this manner. Like ReZero, like it was not bad, it was good story, it was a good start, but it keeps on improving each and every episode. And like I don't know when that improving will stop, or will it ever stop. I don't you know, I don't want it to stop. Like the way it's going, like in each and every episode, I feel like, damn, this is like going so well, and the story and everything is like improving in such a manner. Like it's like each and every episode I feel that. And I can see that like it does not stop improving, it does not stop growing, it keeps on growing, ReZero. And I'm sure like it will do a lot of more good stuff in the future. And so yeah, ReZero is, like, you know, the fifth position in my list. And I'm sure you guys have watched ReZero. Like ReZero is extremely popular, it's like ongoing and everything. And like yeah, like it's one of the, like, you know, hot animes these, like this season, and not only this season, like this year and the previous year as well. So but still, if you've not watched ReZero, be sure to go and watch it. It has a lot of suffering, but like after the suffering, good things come. And like that's what ReZero is about. And the main character of ReZero, like his character development is one of the best I've ever seen in any anime character. So like obviously I'm not talking much about ReZero because like ReZero in itself is a big spoiler. Like you cannot talk about it much. So I'm like refraining from mentioning anything about the anime. But in case you have not watched it, which I doubt, but still, like ReZero is something else. It was, I've never thought it would, like, you know, become so big. And like it was a good anime, but I never thought that it will become so big and so amazing. So it definitely deserves like at least like in 2021 to be, you know, to get the position, the fifth position in my top 10 anime list. It definitely deserves it. And like I loved it so much. I really hope that this continues, like, you know, ReZero continues until the light novel ends and we, you know, get the full story. So yeah, because like, you know, I do not read light novels. I really want to see everything in animated form. So yeah. All right, number four. Okay, number four. This one is a little bit unique. I'm sure a lot of people have not watched this, and this is my personal favorite. And it's Sangatsu no Lion, or March Comes in Like a Lion. Now, Sangatsu no Lion is a shogi anime. Now, when I started watching it, I never thought I would like it so much. Sangatsu no Lion has like, what can I say? The excuse me. The premise of this show is so good. Like the the main thing where the Sangatsu no Lion shines are the characters. Now the characters, they like it's a shogi, you know, it's a shogi anime. Like I know a lot of people might get put off by that and like not watch this show because of that, but like shogi is just a small portion of it, you know. But the actual show is about a character and a family, which gives him the amount, the, like, you know, the adoration, the attention that he never got in his childhood. And like it's a story about depression, kind of, you know. The main characters, he suffers from depression. And like the animation studio who did it is Shaft. And Shaft has brought, you know, like, you know, you guys must know Shaft's animation style is extremely unique, you know, the way they do stuff. And the coloring palette and everything, the animation is done in a quite a unique way. And I think Shaft is the, you know, best suited for this type of a show, that is Sangatsu no Lion, which, you know, kind of handles depression and like heavy topics like that. And like Shaft has been able to give form to the feelings of the character, the characters that are like feeling things. They're able to give it a form in color. And like they're able to express that feelings in front of us in a way, like in an extremely unique way. So yeah, and the characters of Sangatsu no Lion are unique, extremely unique. Like there's one character uh, who who I was extremely impressed with. I think her name was Kyoko, wasn't it? It's been quite a while I watched the show. I kind of forgot the names. Uh, I'm talking about. I don't know if you guys have watched it, but I'm talking. I think her name was Kyoko. Yes, Kyoko. Like she's a character who is quite nasty, you know. But looking at her character from a different perspective kind of changes the whole way you look at her. And it's like she, like, for me, she's a character whom I hate and also I love, like that type of a complex thing. And like I think like Kyoko is like one of the, you know, best characters. Like I'm not talking about like good or bad, I'm talking about one of the best, most complicated characters in that show. And like just like her, there are a lot of other characters as well, just like her. And the way the characters kind of talk with each other, interact with each other, and the whole story plays out is such a, you know, such a joy to watch. And and I think the main character, the main guy of the show, uh, he is also, I think, one of the like better written characters of the show, because the things that he goes through, it like able to, like, we are able to see that from his perspective, what he feels, the depression he feels. and how he tries to cope with it, and how others try to help him with that. And yeah, like it's a quite a unique show. So I've not like seen a lot of people talk about this. I've never seen any person, talk about Sangatsu no Lion so much. Like, I don't know whether this is popular in Japan or not, but in my anime list it's quite high in ratings. I think it's 10th from the top anime list, like top 10 animes in my anime list I'm talking about. So I think, at least think that Japan is quite popular, because I've now never heard anyone talking about Sangatsu no Lion or March Comes in Lion Like a Lion in the Western community, Western anime community. Nobody has like talks about this. So I'm not quite sure, but like Sangatsu no Lion is one of my personal favorites. And if you a lot of people might not like this type of an anime because it's quite slow, and like it's like a slice of life anime, like as slice of a life anime goes. But the dialogue, the characters and each and everything are phenomenal in this show, and I really love it. So yeah, like Sangatsu no Lion definitely deserves the fourth position of my top 10 anime list. All right, number three, like we've got to the top three. Then okay, number three is the Fate series. I am a huge fan of the Fate series, and like I'm sure like most of you have heard of Fate, like Unlimited Blade Works, the Fate route, that is the original route of like the story. Heaven's Field, which the movies came out, and Fate Grand Order, and all of the other Fate stuff is like Carnival Phantasm, and like a lot of other spin-off shows and all. Like I love each and everything about Fate. Now, like my introduction to Fate has been with visual novels. I read the visual novel first, and I have to say, like the visual novel, like obviously like it's like a novel, so a lot of things have been expressed in it, so like I prefer the novel more. But the anime, like it is done by Ufotable. Like the anime is like such an amazing experience. The animation especially, and the way the whole like their adaptation is also good. Like it did not cut off stuff like a few animes do. It has all of the stuff that it was in the novel, and I don't think like you will miss much if you watch the anime only. But the novel, obviously, like it kind of like explains stuff in more detail. But yeah, like the anime is like as good as the visual novel. So now let's talk about the anime. Like the anime, Ufotable, unlimited budget, unlimited budget works. So the animation, there's no like talking about it. The animation is one of the best animations we've ever seen. And I think the Fate route, that is the first route, which I think came out in 2006. It did not get a remake, and I don't know whether they'll do it or not. I hope they do, because the first like the Sabers route, uh, it I've heard, like I've not watched the first route in anime, but I've heard that it is bad. Like a lot of people has kind of said that the adaptation of the first route, that is the Fate route, is not as good as the Unlimited Blades work or Heaven's Field. So I really hope they do a remake of it or something. Ufotable does it, so that like the people who have not watched the like read the novel can also experience that. Because like yeah, like it's like comprised of three routes, the novel. So that's why like the anime has like kind of three routes as well, like the Fate route, the Unlimited Blade Works route, and the Heaven's Field route. So yeah, but that's just talking about Fate Stay Night. There are a lot of other things as well. Fate Grand Order. Fate Grand Order is like a mobile game, you can say. It's a gacha game, and I have been following it for quite a while. I think 3 or 4 years. And like so, for Fate Grand Order, I know each and everything. But the adaptation of Babylonia came out a few while ago, and I have to say, like they are doing an amazing job with it as well. And we're going to get more Fate, Fate Grand Order adaptations. Like we're getting Camelot, Solomon, and I'm sure we'll get more adaptations in the future as well, which I'm looking forward to. So yeah, like that's Fate like in a nutshell. We cannot talk about Fate much because Fate has so much things that this video will become a 1 hour video. Like only talking about Fate, it will take 1 hour. So I won't say much about it, but the stuff that makes Fate so good for me is the twist on the historical characters. Like they have their own like the historical characters we had. For example, Arthur Pendragon and a lot of others, like what can I say, Gilgamesh, Alexander the Great, who else, Hugulin, a lot of others, Karna, who else, Kahat, all of these kind of characters. Like I'm talking about Fate, Stay Night, and Fate Gandalf all mixed up. So like these characters who you have like learned about in history books, they like Fate brings them in front of us with their own twist in their story, and I love that. And it's like like I think Gigak said this once, like if, in a nutshell, Fate is like an isekai battle royale. I think Gigak said it, didn't he? So yeah, like yeah, in one words, that's the best way to explain it. Fate is like an isekai battle royale, and it's like like the last man standing wins the grail, something like that. So if you've not watched, still not watched it, be sure to go and watch it. It's like amazing. Like Fate is one of my favorites, and like I love the whole Fate universe, the animation studio that is adapting it. I love each and every character, and like it's like a whole package. So Fate, the Fate series definitely deserves the third spot in my top 10 anime list. All right, second one, the second anime that is on my top 10 anime list is Gintama. Oh boy, Gintama is. I've said this before, like in while talking about Konosuba, I said that there are two animes that changed comedy for me. One was Konosuba, and the first one is Gintama. Now, Gintama is, I don't know what to say. Like Gintama is like a mixture of everything. Like if you ask someone, if someone asks, like, who has not watched Gintama, what is Gintama about? A person who has watched Gintama won't be able to explain properly. Gintama has everything. So like, like I'm sure like Gintama is huge in Japan. I'm not sure about the Western community, anime community, but a lot of people have also heard about Gintama. And I'm going to say this, like Gintama is one of the best shonen animes. Yeah, it's a shonen anime. And like, okay, one thing I'm going to say here is like for some people Gintama might prove a little bit difficult, especially for new anime watchers. Like Gintama has a lot of inside jokes, and by lot I mean a lot. Like I've been watching anime for like 7 or more years. There's still a lot of stuff that I don't get while watching Gintama. Most of it I get, but there are still a few stuff. Like for example, like inside jokes of Japan. Like like they kind of do this a lot, and like obviously like I know about anime, but my knowledge about Japan is quite low. Like I know like stuff that everyone knows about Japan. So like those kind of stuff kind of confuse me a bit, but like no matter, like you can like kind of skip past those. But even if I skip past those, the other the other like puns and everything that they make, the jokes that they make are so hilarious that like yeah, like Gintama, like I'm sure like it will be a little bit difficult for new anime watchers to watch Gintama, and they might not get interested in it. And also the start of Gintama is a bit slow, but as it goes on, Gintama is like the one of the best animes, which with each and everything, like it can like the serious portions are damn serious, the laughter portions are like hilarious. You laugh your like you laugh and fall down your chair. It's such like the amount of comedy is so much. And like the sad portions are sad, and like it's so good. The shonen bits are just as like heart pumping, heart adrenaline rushing as other shonen animes you watch, and it kind of goes like surpasses it. Like Gintama is a mixture of everything. And like while like people might say that yeah, like it's like a jack of all trades but master of none, I'm going to say that no, that's not it. Like Gintama is a jack of all trades, but it's a master of everything. Like the way they do each and every stuff, like they cover everything. And like while doing it, they do not like lack in any of the compartments that they put their effort in. And like each and everything in Gintama is done so well. I really love the author. and like the way he tells the stories and everything. And like Gintama like also like is quite unique in another way. It's like it likes to troll people. And its fourth wall breaking is so amazing. Like the fourth wall breaking is the best part of it. And like and like all the other stuff, the comedy, everything. And also another thing that Gintama does extremely well is the puns. Like you might be if you have not watched anime for so long and you do not understand Japanese as well, like like you don't have to talk Japanese. If you like know Japanese little bit, it might help you, because like Gintama talks, like presents us a lot of puns which kind of does not make sense to people who do not know Japanese, and the inside jokes of anime and everything. So like those might that's why I'm saying, like people who are new to anime might not like enjoy it so much as like the other people do. So that's the reason. Like the like Gintama is kind of like it brings up stuff which are like inside jokes from animes, inside jokes from video games, inside jokes of Japan, the puns and each and everything. Like a few things might be difficult and like it might move over your head, but still like excluding those even is like amazing. And like I always like tell everyone like who like kind of asks for anime recommendations, I always tell them that be sure to watch Gintama. And is going to come out. It will conclude the whole story, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. And yeah, so Gintama definitely deserves the top 10, like the second place in the top 10 anime list. Oh, I did not talk about the main characters. Gintama's main characters it has three main characters, and excuse me, three main characters, and the like main protagonist, that is Gintoki. uh, he is also one of my top best male characters. uh, yeah, like Gintoki is like is such a well written character. I cannot explain much, but if you guys like start watching Gintama, or you have watched it already, you're going to know what I'm talking about. Because yeah, like Gintoki is something else. And the other two characters as well, Kagura and Shinpachi, like they are also something. And like I love the whole cast of Gintama. It's so it's so amazing. So yeah, Gintama definitely deserves the second place. Alright, so here's the top anime in my top 10 anime list. The number one position goes to Monogatari series. Now, this might, I don't know, like, I don't know if people have watched Monogatari or not, but I usually do not hear much about Monogatari. But Monogatari series is a show um, which a lot of people might not like due to different reasons, you know. But like the thing that fascinates like me the most in Monogatari is the storytelling, and how they're able to fascinate you by doing nothing throughout the whole episode. Like how Monogatari goes, like you see two characters, they start talking, and throughout the whole 20 minutes, like I've seen an episode like that in Monogatari. Like they have not moved from their positions. They're just standing, sitting, and talking with each other. And the dialogue flows so well that by the end of the episode, you'll think that, oh my god, they did nothing this episode. They just talked. But it was so like entertaining. Like you feel entertained just by watching them talk. Like that is Monogatari. And if you have not watched Monogatari and you like these type of stuff, definitely go check it out. Like Monogatari is like that's the reason why it's like the top spot in my anime list. Like it's a masterpiece. The way the whole the episodes kind of go, like Monogatari is dialogue driven, as you can understand from the way I explained about it. It's dialogue driven. It's like basically Monogatari is like just characters interacting with each other, talking. There are a few action bits as well, but it mostly focuses on the dialogue. And the way the dialogue flows is so entertaining to hear. Like the dialogue is the main part of Monogatari. Like the way they talk is so damn entertaining. Like they kind of takes quick jabs at each other, kind of makes fun of each other, and then like uses like difficult analogies about stuff, kind of like twists and turns like they use in within dialogues. And it's just a joy to watch and like hear the dialogues of Monogatari. And another thing I've seen about the like dialogues is they like just like Gintama, like they also use puns a lot, and the way they use the puns is so clever. Like I've never watched an anime like Monogatari who are able to express, you know, like wisdom in their puns. Like puns are usually kind of you know like kind of people use puns and like it's kind of cringy in a way, and like a lot of people does not like puns because of that. But Monogatari is different. The way they use their puns are so damn witty, and like it's something else. Like each and every you know things about like the puns and the things that they use in their dialogues uh, has some kind of a different meaning, and like it's good. Like you know it's good. And so like I can see that a lot of people might not like this type of anime, who you know do not enjoy this kind of stuff, but I really enjoy these types of stuff, you know. So that's why like Monogatari is at the top of my list. And like I'm not sure, like I've not heard of a lot of people also talk about Monogatari in the Western community, but in Japan Monogatari is also quite large. So yeah, I'm not quite sure how much the popularity is here, but like yeah, like I understand this because obviously like Monogatari is kind of you know a dialogue driven story which a lot of people might not like, you know, like seeing people talk for a whole episode. But I enjoy it. Like the main you know, charm of Monogatari is its dialogue, and I would not want, you know, it to change. Like I really want them to continue this because that's the thing where Monogatari shines. And obviously you guys must have noticed like you know my avatar, my YouTube avatar is Oshino Shinobu, is from Monogatari. And like I love Oshino Shinobu. Like she is such an amazing character. So like you know, so like yeah, like Monogatari is the top in my list. And also, okay, let's talk about the characters, the main characters. The character Araragi and Senjo Gahara. Uh, they're unique. They're quite unique, and in a lot of like different reasons. Especially Araragi. I'm not going to say much stuff about him, but yeah, he is quite unique in a lot of ways. I'm sure like you know people who have watched Monogatari must understand what I'm trying to talk about. But yeah, but still I like Araragi. I like him a lot. And the way you know each and everything kind of is expressed in the show, it's like such a damn good experience. And also the animation studio is also Shaft. And like as I said before, in like case of Sangatsu no Lion, uh, Shaft is extremely you know like kind of does stuff in a quite a unique way. The animations, the drawings and everything, they're quite unique, and I think Monogatari is suited to that. Like like you know the way weird way they kind of express like stuff. Like Shaft is extremely suitable for Monogatari, and I do not watch like you know want any other studio to do Monogatari stuff. Shaft and Monogatari, they are like match made in heaven. So yeah, so yeah, Monogatari, nothing much to talk about it because Monogatari is just dialogue, and that is where it shines. It's dialogue and its characters. So if you guys have not watched Monogatari, you can just go try it, because I'm sure a lot of you know people will not like the way Monogatari kind of plays, because it's kind of dialogue driven, and it takes a little bit of you know getting used to. So like when I in the beginning I kind of dropped Monogatari once, but then I started it again, and it was such a joy to watch when I got a lot accustomed to anime. And you know why, because like sometimes like Monogatari, like when you are a newcomer to Monogatari, you might have to like you know pause in each and every you know 5 or 6 minutes, because like the dialogue goes so quickly, it's a little difficult to catch on to each and everything. So and it like you know takes a little bit of getting used to their style to understand what they're trying to say. So that's why like Monogatari is not I think like a lot of people do not watch it, or even if they've watched it, they kind of dropped it. But by the end of it, like Monogatari is a masterpiece. And yeah, like I don't think like Monogatari will ever fall from the top position in my anime list. I doubt it. So yeah, Monogatari gets the top spot in my anime top 10 anime list. So yeah, guys, that's it. That was my top 10 anime list. uh, if you guys have any other, like things you want to share with me, like what you guys like, what's your top anime, you can just kind of say it in the comment section. I'll be sure to check them out. And yeah, like this is just my list. People's opinions differ. And like for me, these 10 are the ultimate anime for me. And I'm sure a lot of these will change, like when new animes come out, like things might interchange here and there. But as I said, like the top few, there is Monogatari, Gintama, Fate, and it will be difficult to topple these, like top three animes, at least for me. It will be difficult, and I think it's impossible to like surpass Monogatari for me. So yeah, like I like, as I said, like there will be changes in this, but for now, like, these are the top 10 animes in my opinion. And yeah, you guys can also like share what's your top 10 animes, or what animes you like, or if you have watched, like I'm sure you guys have watched a lot of these shows that I said, like talked about. uh, if you have any kind of different type of opinion about it, be sure to let me know in the comment section. So yeah, my god, I've been talking for so long. My throat is hurting. I should probably stop this this video now. So yeah, guys, thank you guys for watching. So this was the top 10 animes according to my my opinion. And yeah, so if you guys enjoyed my reaction, press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed, and comment down below anything you want to say or anything you want to share. I'll be sure to check them out. And yeah, like that's it. And so like be sure to comment down, because I really want to know what your guys's like opinion about this is, and how you liked my list. Yeah, like I really am quite curious as to what others people thinks. So yeah, like that's the point of this video. Like I want to share my my tastes to you guys, and you can also share your opinions and your tastes in the comment section. So yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.